Sleep is the number one action anybody can do to improve and change their health. Yet millions are constantly trading their sleep for literally anything else. And it's crazy to me. Sleep is drastically going to change the way you feel the next day, your energy levels, and your productivity and what you're able to get done. So today, I'm going to take you through my top 5 tips on what you can do to improve your sleep tonight. My name is Keegan Hanks, and I'm a personal trainer and coach. I've worked with clients for nearly 10 years on improving their health and wellness, and this channel is dedicated to my experiences and getting them out to you in the best quality way that I can. If you want to live longer and live healthier, make sure you deadlift that subscribe button and smash it back down. Today, we're going to talk about my top 5 tips to help improve your night's sleep today. The last one's the most important, so make sure you stick around for that. My first tip is not drinking before you go to bed or closely to your bedtime. It's mainly alcoholic beverages, but depending on your situation, non-alcoholic beverages should be avoided as well. This is for twofold. The first one is waking up and using the restroom while you're in the middle of the night. That's not ideal. That's disrupting your natural sleep cycles and your circadian rhythm. Alcoholic beverages, while making you probably feel more sleepy in the moment, are going to wreak havoc on your sleep cycle. The Sleep Foundation has reported that only 1 to 2 drinks has a nearly 10% reduction in the quality of sleep, and that drastically increases the more you drink. So it's just a really bad idea to drink before you're going to bed. For me, if I am going to drink, I've become a day drinker, which is not necessarily socially accepted, but I think it works better for me and my schedule. Alcohol also depresses our nervous system to the point where we're skipping through a lot of the necessary sleep cycles. We skip through the REM cycle and go directly into deep sleep, which in theory is ideal. We need deep sleep to feel fully recovered the next day. But we also need REM sleep to have a quality sleep throughout the whole night. The other thing that alcohol does to our sleep, which you may not even notice, is the micro wake-ups that we have on a regular basis. These micro wake-ups disrupt your natural sleep rhythm. As you can imagine, you're not going to be in REM or deep sleep. You're going to be awake. Number 2, and this one's close to my heart because I love it so much, and that's caffeine. Now, we all know what caffeine does. It wakes us up, and I love caffeine. I take nearly 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day on an easy day. And that's pretty much 4 to 5 cups of coffee, maybe 3 to 5 cups of coffee. So it's quite a substantial amount of caffeine. And again, those are my light days. But taking caffeine too close to bedtime has a deleterious effect on the way we sleep. There is a nearly 6 to 8 hour half-life on caffeine, which essentially means if you have 1 cup of coffee 6 hours before bed, you're still going to have half that cup of coffee in your system when you go to bed. So cutting off your caffeine early in the day can help you have a more restful quality of sleep. Number 3, and this is something that I've gotten more religious with more recently, within the last 1 to 2 years, and that's totally blacking out my room, or at least my perceived light in the room. So for me, I'm personally wearing a sleep mask every single night. I've bought 2 or 3 of them, and I carry them with me when I travel. It's just a lot easier for me to do that consistently than having blackout curtains and kind of worrying about where I am and where I'm sleeping when I do travel. So I get a cheap one that's like $15 off Amazon. Being in a pitch black room may not feel like a huge game changer for you, but it does have a significant effect on the quality of sleep that we're able to get into. We're able to get into a deeper, higher quality sleep when we are in this pitch black. My 4th tip is turning the lights down before you go to bed. This can be one of the more challenging things to actually implement into your life, and it's something that I constantly struggle with. Turning the lights down, especially on screens like your phone, TVs, computers that you're using close to bedtime, can decrease your melatonin production before you go to bed, and it can really cause the quality of sleep for the first hour of your night to not be as good as it could be. Our melatonin production is starting as soon as we start to have a more dark night. So when we're able to decrease the lights, either tone them down, put on night shifts, turning into more amber lights, we're able to get that melatonin production kick-started prior to actually even laying down. For me, I'm typically turning my lights down about 30 minutes before I go to bed, and I carry around a little amber reading light from Amazon. Again, this doesn't have to be that expensive. I think I paid like $10 or $15 for mine, and I just carry it around with me, and it has a clip on the back, and I can clip it onto pretty much anything around my house when I need to have both my hands. The 5th and final probably most important one is keeping a consistent sleep schedule. Humans are all creatures of habits. It doesn't matter what that is. We love to have a consistent schedule, and that even goes into our hormones. When we have a consistent sleep schedule, it's called our circadian rhythm. We have spikes and waves of certain hormones that make us more awake in the morning or make us ready to go to bed at night. Having this consistent wake up and bedtime keeps us on that rhythm and makes sure our body is constantly ready to go to bed when we need it to and wake up when we need it to. This includes being consistent on the weekends. And I know that kind of sucks, but that is the best way to make sure waking up on Monday doesn't suck. That's it. Those are my 5 best tips for ensuring you have the best quality sleep tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share with anybody that you think may need this. I'll see y'all in the next one.